this is Bonsai, or known as Excel, and I just slapped some of my father's band music in here because why not? Band's called Hollow Point, pretty nice. Anyways, I just literally jumped into this match, and I never thought I'd get myself into this really quick match. Cutting through space, you know, like a blade. And the cool thing about this Zero Shiki is that it's got HP, nothing compared to the Hyaku Shiki. So this thing can get a beating. It's like a heavy metal like punching bag, which is pretty damn nice. I like it. And I went up against this GBO2 and I was like, hell yeah, raid. That's some really disgusting melee. And the crazy thing is that this man right here, he wasn't really expecting a Zero Shiki just coming guns blazing to just blast him to pieces. Now I was going after the Zong because, you know, them crafty mobile suits, they got no legs. The legs they got is the booty thrusters. Yep. I don't know how much gasoline they put in that thing, but that thing really rocks it. But deadly rocks it. Right there, me and my buddy right there, we literally smashed that man. At this point, you know, the whole enemy team were pretty outnumbered at the specific moment. And I saw the GBO2 come out again. I was like, oh man, what an unlucky day for you. You probably pulled a packet full of nothing but goddamn Torchics and Charmanders. Oh, this man is right here. I literally swung my sword through his body and it hit his shield? What? You know, sometimes it's just those moments that just really mind blow me. Cool thing about this Zero Shiki is the amazing range that this thing can pummel. And this Mark II was going after me. I have to boost as agile as possible. Well, that Mark II was able to stagger me in a really nice split second. Caught me off guard. Yep. That Mark II is a really nice pepperoni slicer. I just want to give a little shout out to this guy who was using a Hambari, which is pretty damn nice and pretty damn deadly. It's meant for space. I'm not sure if it's like really good on the ground. I really haven't practiced it on the ground. Hambari is like, man, it's really nice. I love it. And you know, what are the odds that I just keep on running into this GBO2 guy? I think the GBO2 guy is just really irritated, and I understand the pain and fury this man feels. And I was using the items around me as cover. And you know, Zong, all they have to do is I just like how the Zong had like cables just like sticking out, just flying around. He's able to get that nice interesting kill as a finisher. Now at this specific moment, this was also a really fast and epic match. Every match that I usually do is pretty damn legit, you know. No cheat codes, nothing involving madness. It's just 100% pure skill. And you just gotta give yourself a pat on your back when you do some pure skill. And right there, I should have been able to get him, but I will get him. And that's the new, I believe, the Rick Diaz, with the variant of a support. And I didn't expect that Rick Diaz to be a support. I believe it's all that weight on him that's making him really heavy. And at this moment, you know, the whole enemy team were just all against me, and you know, kind of stick out. So they all shot me to death as quick as possible. But don't worry, I always come back with a vengeance. And if people want to finish out a dude as quickly as possible at the very beginning of a match, don't worry. You got enough time to go back in and carry the team. Now at that moment, I saw number 1 over there. I guess he was in the same team as I was a while back. And it's pretty damn interesting. There was like these big old goddamn cannon beams above me. I'm not interested in that sort of bright future. Heck no. Bad boy's got some nice Space Blade Runner feeling. I'm trying to track this Mark II guy, trying to aim my gun. And at this point, you know, I kind of had to loosen my thumbstick, and my thumbstick actually worked in my favor. Oh man, poor Mark II, he probably had octopus hands or something. I don't know what the heck was going on with him. And I had to chase after this goddamn wannabe Camille B. Dawn guy, because Jesus Christ, these bad boys, really dangerous. I was finally able to get him. It's hard to keep up with those goddamn Zetas, man. And I got right behind his good plot, and I'm just gonna plant some, you know, spum on him, because yeah. And I believe my own teammate knocked me down, which that Hambari guy did really nice work though. And at this point, you know, we have to finish this guy off. And I saw there was my teammate over here, but I saw an enemy behind me, and I was like, oh yeah, let me see what's going on over here. And I believe this guy over here, he was pretty distracted with my other teammates, and I was able to save the game and do some epic move in space. Sometimes, you know, you gotta give yourself some space. And, you know, these are like the short matches, which is pretty damn nice. I like them. Quick and simple. Sometimes these quick matches are pretty damn bad, and you really have a really hard time. Pretty damn good score, everything too. I just want to color all these mobile suits gold, because it was a gold day. I felt really gold today. Why not? This time I'm using the Yakushiki. And boy oh boy, this thing's got some speed. S-P-E-E-D. You heard it. D for damn. This bad boy is pretty damn ridiculous too. One model that I would really love to get my hands on is that Marisai. I would literally spend my whole time practicing and feeling how that thing works. I was able to graze whatever that F-rate guy was. I think that wasn't an F-rate. I think that was a camper up there. I'm not sure what it was. And at this point, you know, all four of us was thinking brilliant. You know, whoever pops out in that situation, they would die. So I was deciding to just go around him and flank this man, which worked in my favor. But at this one certain point, there was bullshittery involved. You see that bullshittery? How did that Mark II reach me from all the way over here with his melee? And that just comes to the most basic thing about the goddamn Mark II. The melee is devastating. From that point on, I'm just like, goddamn, I bet the very tip, and I mean the very tip of that saber just touched me. It just poked me. And I was like, god damn it. Why, Bobby? Why? You know. One of those moments is just like, nani? And these guys are just like, ja mata ne. And I'm just like, bro, I'm coming back. And this guy over here, he's just chilling because he just gave up. But I'm just like, nah, I don't like giving up. I'm always going in. Just gotta come in with the thunder. God damn, I just love the color of my movie. I just love the color of gold. So that's wrong with it. And I believe one of my teammates just smacked him into the ground. And I believe the guy said, don't sweat it. And me and my teammate right here did some nice move right here. And I was able to take this man by surprise. That was pretty damn devastating. I came right into the middle of that whole mumbo jumbo right there. And this shows you the nice, beautiful reach of this mobile suit. And trying to get close to this thing is pretty damn dangerous. And at that specific moment, I did some really nice maneuver right there, and I got right behind a support. And I'm like, oh boy, what a juicy momentum. I like it. I was able to push up aggressively. And at that point, I'm just like, man, my legs feel like goddamn freaking ramen, man. Legs feel like goddamn cup of noodles. All our teammates are just chilling out over here, you know, playing heads up, 7-up, with our heads down. And man, oh man, this thing is goddamn beautiful. Right there, I am actually surprised he was able to dodge roll in that split second, which saved him. It's not gonna save him now. It's a GBO3, man. Nice finisher too. And at that specific moment, I saw a lot of my teammates just mad struggling. And doing this other new technique right there. Right there, I'm actually surprised that my melee didn't touch him, but I guess the Mark II melee touched me. Huh? Nani? But I guess at that specific moment, I'm just like, oh man, I'm gonna become the ace for sure. And I became the ace. Perfect timing too. I enjoyed it. And at this moment, I have no idea why did I spawn in, because I thought I can save my teammates, but I wanted to take the enemy by surprise. And I'm just like solo attacking these guys by myself. And I saw this man going to melee me, and he thought I didn't have any boost, but he was wrong. But this this camper guy, he's got some nice skill, and he's able to predict my melee, which I give that camper guy props. And that's a good thing I jumped in as soon, because that didn't give the enemy any break. It just kept on pushing momentum onto the enemies, which is pretty damn legit. And I'm gonna say something. Do not ever overestimate the goddamn Hyakushiki. The Hyakushiki is freaking deadly. It's so deadly, man. It's pretty damn good. This goddamn Hyakushiki is just nothing but nice skill. And if you master this mobile suit, your whole body feels like you're in the mobile suit. Like, it's insane. It's got quick reaction. That's what I love about the Hyakushiki. I was able to save my own teammate right there from getting smacked down. And I saw this ace right over here, and I was like, hell yeah, let's get this goddamn ace. He's out in the open by himself. It was pretty much of a bad idea for him to literally splatter me with machine gun, and I was able to boost out of that situation. But that GBO3 just literally came out of nowhere, and I just wanted to fall back because I just looked at the goddamn points and I was just like, oh boy, that was quick. I enjoyed every little moment of it. Man, if seconds were cocaine, I'd sniff it. But it's not possible. Only thing you can sniff is the air. Pretty damn good score right there. I enjoyed it. Now this is another match with the Mark II. And I'm just coming in with the golden guys, you know? And I believe throughout this whole match, it was just really heavy. Like, it was really heavy reliant. I'm trying to remember if these guys are high tier players or low tier players, but I was trying to do everything I can to, like, survive. I just literally changed my strategy. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna kick back and try to do things a little bit more differently. Throughout this whole time, I just kept on missing. This is a perfect example of a man failing. Oh man. But throughout this whole time, you know, it's gonna be well worth it at the very end of the match. And I baited that man because, you know, I boosted. I was able to grab that man aggressively. And right there, I rolled out of that situation because he just literally spammed the means. So if I can literally cut him off on like the second shot, his other shots won't really matter. He'd have to do the same process and trying to do all that in milliseconds, which is pretty damn hard to do, but you know, pretty legit when you pull it off. Right over here I was trying to go after this man and I baited this guy also, which worked in my favor again. And I'm learning like how to do these moves strategically. And the cool thing about the Mark II is that when it stops, it's got a heavy stop and it slides. But it slides, it's a nice slide though. That's the thing about a lot of mobile suits. You just gotta visually look at it, see its flaws, and, you know, the mumbo jumbo stuff. Right there, that Asmer was able to smash me with this beam. He must have been really satisfied. Poor Asmers. Poor Asmers. The thing about the Asmers is that it don't got crazy reach like a lot of beam swords or beam bayonets or things like the craziness. You just have to get really close and pray that you could survive out of that, you know, beam to fist confrontation. I actually hit my teammate like at that specific moment. And at the whole moment, I messed up and I should have used the machine guns. You know? I kind of found this game pretty sloppy. And at this point, you know, a lot of the enemy players were able to figure out what was going on. They all knew that I was literally on the ground. Hey, that's a good tactic if your legs are pretty broken. And this is another reason why sometimes, majority of the time, like legs really don't really matter in specific moments. But throughout this whole moment, the whole enemy team were thinking really carefully because they knew that there was a dude chilling in the back, and they did not want to jump in. And I wasn't able to get a line of sight of anybody. See three over there trying to hold off two dudes or something like that. And then the other guys are in the tunnels. And you know how the tunnels are. The tunnels are pretty damn really compact, really hard to figure out. And the Asmer fell to the ground on his face. Boy, oh boy. I hate that when that actually happens to me. I'm just like, oh man. Now I feel like one of those clumsy anime girls who just literally falls to the ground with their like skirt and whatnot. Funny stuff. And right there I wanted to use the Salient, and I wasn't sure if the Salient would stagger a Zeta when it's flying, and it doesn't. It doesn't stagger a Zeta when it's flying. Please don't want DJ like slap me from behind. And at this point I wanted the ace to get back. Ace GC kill. And the good thing is that the ace was able to get that nice kill and win us the game right there. Which is job well done. God damn. I feel like our ace was just flexing. Just flexing on us. Which I don't mind. As long as the teammate just literally flexes and wins the game. I 100% appreciate it. And this is another game of a Yakushiki. And I believe throughout this whole game it was kind of like a sort of back and forth type of fight. Where I kept on dying and I kept on killing and I kept on dying. But, you know, I believe at this specific moment of the match, I literally got spanked real hard. Because I pushed forward. But I wanted to push forward, but like a lot of our teammates were having a hard time at the back. And at this point I was like, alright, I'm gonna go around and try to fight these guys. Try to get really even. And of course there's an enemy who just came late to the party and just spawned right behind me. And at this moment I had to reload because I did not have any juice on me. I'm just running on a battery right now. And at this moment I was kind of like surrounded by two generals. And I'm like, oh no, I'm a raid, you know. Dangerous stuff, man. Real dangerous stuff. Well, I'll be damned. I kind of find that, you know, the whole confrontation pretty normal. That's a really decent confrontation. I did everything what a high Yakushiki is supposed to do. Like kick back and jumping a lot, staggering. And right there, you know, the nice technique where I was able to graze that into that little crevice, because on his side he cannot see. DJ is just battling me. He's good. I was able to get a nice finishing blow on that DJ. Right there, me and him, we just did light attacks, which I kind of messed up at that specific moment. And he was able to cut me in half. And that right there is a bad example of being a Yakushiki. I think I only hit a DJ and that was basically it. But yeah, that's how it goes. About the Yakushiki or a lot of mobile suits is that, you know, you can do a double boost, triple boost, quadruple boost. You can skip, and skipping is pretty nice. You can plant pretty good, you know. Right there I was able to finish that. shotgun was not going to see that map. And at this specific moment, I was kind of like surrounded and trapped. I was able to knock down all these enemies down by myself. And I just love how a lot of my teammates were chilling out in the back. And I tend to just always keep on rushing forward. And the best possible outcome is trying to get the enemy team onto our base side, because if the enemy team would be on our base side, it gives us enough time to get faster into combat. You just get the good old-fashioned slap of the enemy's base. And at this specific moment, I was like, oh well shit, now we're ace. Now at this moment, I had to fall back because, yeah, that's not good. And I was getting mad surrounded right there. They were all aiming at me. They were all trying to kill me first. Into the action. The enemy focused on our team members, so I wanted to jump in, see if I can do some damage and save our guys. I was able to get one, which is pretty damn good. Right in here, I literally saw this GBO2. I was able to catch this man. I love this whole confrontation because, you know, I didn't get bothered that much. Nonetheless, which is pretty damn good news. And at this point, you know, the team are pretty outnumbered in this specific situation. For the Mark II, pretty damn beautiful. And his ball and knock is able to really graze me in this situation. And at this specific moment, you know, I just wanted to go after that ace and literally stagger that dude because it was much more of a interesting target compared to a lot of the level switch weapon. If I can stagger the enemy ace, it saves me enough time for my teammates to literally jump in and do some damage. At this specific moment, you know, I just kept on coming in and coming in and coming in as an ace. And it just kept on getting annoying for the enemy team, which is pretty good. And I have the whole enemy team right behind me. And I kept on dying. It was just too funny because I just kept on dying. I felt hatred towards me.